Hello, you. Today I'm gonna be learning 3 new words: slapdash, jumbled, and overarching. So let's start with slapdash. Slapdash refers to something done hastily, carelessly, or without careful consideration of the details, often resulting in a product or outcome that lacks quality, precision, or polish. In the context of programming, using slapdash would imply a rushed or poorly executed piece of code, project, or process that likely leads to inefficient, buggy, or insecure outcomes. Once again, in the context of programming, using slapdash would imply a rushed or poorly executed piece of code, project, or process that likely leads to inefficient, buggy, or insecure outcomes. And this happens quite a lot in the context of programming. In real life projects, I would say it's kind of like 40% of the time you have such conditions. And I have 2 images to illustrate that meaning: something done hastily, carelessly, or without careful consideration lacks quality. So this one is all the pictures are generated by the DALL-E. So this is how it can look sometimes in programming. I wonder what this guy is doing. It seems like he's pulling his skin off. So I will try to also describe what I'm seeing on this picture, or the major things that I notice here. So this is clearly some space in the office with a bunch of men here, and they seem like to be programmers or IT specialists, and it seems like they are in some kind of madness. There is a big clock at the top of this picture, and they are handing pieces of pizza, and some sticky notes and some papers are falling, and some of the programmers are it seems like in a rush, trying to write some code. This one looks sideways to the left, and there's a lot of different types of beverage or containers for water, like some drinks. There is this red bottle that seems to be a Coca-Cola can button, and look how weird this guy's body is. It seems like I don't know, and there is this arm or thing that looks like an arm here. This guy has a big piece of pizza, and there is a lot of pizza everywhere. So this is madness. And okay, it's slapdash. Okay, and the second image is a huge creature that has a human body, and also a big indicator of maybe pressure. That's its head, and these trails of paint that are going off his head. And he has a big brush in his right arm, and he's running, and there is this it's not a house, but it's some building, and there is this, I don't know the word in English, but it seems like a can or something like that, and it's like a platformer for slapdash, and it has a different type of brush in his in its left hand and it's running. Okay, Slapdash. Well, let's get to examples in programming. The Slapdash code refactor. Okay, so it seems like Slapdash here is an adjective. So like the Slapdash code refactor resulted in numerous bugs cropping up. I think I would want to save this. Much to the team's frustration. This implies a hurried attempt. Okay, the Slapdash code refactor resulted in numerous bugs cropping up, much to the team's frustration. Their Slapdash approach to documentation left much to be desired, with many functions poorly explained. A Slapdash deployment process caused the server to crash during peak hours. Let's get to examples in real life. The Slapdash paint job on the house was evident, with streaks and patches of uneven color. Maybe it's about this picture. Synonyms: haphazard. Similar in implying a lack of planning or order. However, haphazard focuses more on randomness and lack of direction, while Slapdash emphasizes the rushed nature of the action. Cursory shares the implication of being quick and not thorough. Cursory, is it cursory? Let's check it. Cursory, okay. Cursory shares the implication of being quick and not thorough. Cursory often applies to a glance or examination, suggesting a superficial level of engagement, compared to Slapdash, which connotes a broader application to tasks performed hastily. Okay, so the main thing about Slapdash is that it's done hastily and then carelessly without careful consideration of the details. So it's about rushed things. The second meaning of Slapdash: with a carefree or nonchalant attitude. So let's save this one. Save. Carefree. I want to save that one too. Save. Nonchalant or nonchalant. I will get the correct pronunciation of this word when I get to it. This usage of Slapdash describes an approach or matter characterized by a lack of concern for precision or convention, often embracing spontaneity or a disregard for the meticulous. I would say disregard to. I've met this word, but I want to get a deeper understanding of it. Okay, here is the picture that should depict this. So some crazy man that's standing on the field of a fight or massacre with a lot of handheld grenades. They're floating in the air. It looks like a cartoon scene. It looks like a scene from Mad Max, but in this more cartoonish style. Okay, this is Slapdash. Wow. And there are some arms and limbs lying on the floor. Okay, examples in programming. The developer's Slapdash coding style was a nightmare for anyone trying to understand the logic behind it. Okay. Their Slapdash fix to the bug was surprisingly effective despite going against best practices. Examples in real life. His slapdash way of dressing, mixing patterns and colors somehow worked for him. The slapdash decoration of her apartment made it uniquely charming with an eclectic mix of styles. Synonyms. Impromptu. Whoa, let's save this too. One of the benefits of having synonyms and exploring synonyms for a word that I'm learning is that I can then discover more words that I didn't know and learn those too. So impromptu carries a sense of spontaneity and being unplanned. Impromptu focuses on the spur of the moment aspect, while slapdash can imply a lack of care or thoroughness in the action. Casual. Similar in implying a relaxed or unconcerned attitude. Casual can refer to a broad range of actions or styles, focusing more on comfort and ease, whereas I would say I would want to save this too. So many new words here, whereas slapdash specifically suggests a disregard for precision or meticulousness. Okay, this was slapdash. Now let's get to jumbled. Okay. Jumbled. The first meaning is mixed up or disordered. When things are jumbled, they are mixed up in a way that lacks order or organization. This can refer to physical objects that are tangled or disorganized, as well as abstract concepts like ideas or thoughts that are confused or not clearly articulated. And in the picture, there is this boy with, I don't know how it's called, this thing for catching butterflies. Oh, and there are also many butterflies in there, and also coating windows there, and also these spirals and things that this kid is looking at. Maybe he's anticipating to catch some unordered things that are. So this whole scene is supposed to be jumbled. Ideas and physical objects without any clear order, they are mixed up. Okay, examples in programming and regular life. Programming. When a data array is jumbled, the elements might not be in the expected order, making it necessary to sort the array before processing. Regular life. Sorting through a jumbled drawer full of various utensils to find a specific spoon. Trying to make sense of a jumbled puzzle where all the pieces are mixed together. Well, let's save this to comment. Synonyms. Confused, similar to jumbled in that it can describe something mixed up or not clear. However, confused is more often used to describe a state of mind or an inability to understand something, whereas jumbled is more commonly used for physical disarray or mixed up conditions. Disarray, okay, I like it. Save. Very similar to jumbled, but often implies a more severe level of disorder. Oh, okay. Disarray can describe both physical messiness and metaphorical chaos, much like jumbled, but it often carries a connotation of neglect or dysfunction. Meaning number 2, complicated or difficult to understand. The usage, This usage of jumbled refers to information speech or writing that is difficult to understand because the ideas are not presented in a coherent or organized manner. It implies that complexity or disorganization of the content makes comprehension challenging. Okay, and now there is this boy that's in front of this kind of mixing thing, mixer. Is it mixer? And there are many books and musical sign and speakers and other stuff that's flying over this over him, and they are supposed to be in disarray. And I actually like the colors, and there is a little bit of bloom in here, which makes it more pleasant. Okay, so this is Jumbled, and now it's about ideas that are not in a proper order, and it's difficult to understand them. Okay, let's get to examples in programming and regular life. A jumbled code base with no clear structure, making it hard for developers to follow the logic and find specific functionalities. Yes, so it's an adjective too, jumbled. Regular life, a jumbled explanation that jumps from topic to topic without clear transitions, leaving the listener confused. Reading a jumbled recipe with steps out of order, making it difficult to follow. Synonyms: incoherent, similar to jumbled in the sense that it describes something difficult to understand because of lack of order or coherence. However, incoherent is specifically about speech or writing that is so disordered that it makes no sense at all, while jumbled may simply imply a challenging level of disorder. Okay, I can see. So it's like grades of disorder. Muddled. Okay, I like it. Save. Very close in meaning to jumbled. Muddled also describes things that are mixed up or confusing. The difference often lies in the context of use. Muddled is more frequently used to describe abstract concepts such as ideas or arguments than physical object. Okay. Next, we'll get to overarching. The term overarching is quite versatile in English, often used to describe something that is comprehensive, predominant, or all-encompassing, especially in terms of ideas, plans, or principles. It's commonly applied in both programming context and everyday life. Let's explore to. Okay, so I really like this picture with this umbrella and a bunch of cool characters from different, recognizable characters. It's generated by DALL-E 2. So this is overarching thing. I like it quite a lot. It's fun. And then there is the second image generated by DALL-E 2. It is so amazing. It is so complex and beautiful. I really like it. And you can see like many details there. And it's like, for me, it's a concept art to a very beautiful and interesting game. Partially, it's kind of like from World of Warcraft kind of concept art style. And there is this river in the middle, and that divides the snow city and the desert city, winter city. So it's very cool. I really like it. Okay, meaning 1, all encompassing. Let's check And the pronunciation.
From there, Tom designed this all-encompassing
Encompassing, okay. All-encompassing or comprehensive. In this sense, overarching refers to something that covers or includes everything, or is broad in scope or effect. Okay, examples in programming. In software architecture design, an overarching framework might be employed to provide a comprehensive structure for various software components, ensuring they work seamlessly together. Okay, in project management, an overarching goal might be set for a development team, guiding all individual tasks and objectives toward a common end. Toward. In data analysis, an overarching pattern might be identified within a data set, indicating a general trend that affects all the data points. Examples in regular life. Education, an overarching theme in a curriculum could integrate various subjects, showing students how different disciplines are interconnected. Event planning. For a festival, the overarching concept might dictate the theme, decorations, and activities, ensuring a cohesive experience. Environmental policy, an overarching strategy for climate change could encompass this word for some reason, encompassing.
Islam bigger to
encompass, okay. Change could encompass emission reduction, renewable energy adoption, and conservation efforts. Synonyms: comprehensive, similar to overarching in that both describe something wide-ranging or all-inclusive. However, comprehensive often implies a depth of coverage or detail, while overarching might not delve as deeply, focusing more on breadth or general influence. Umbrella can be similar to overarching when used metaphorically to describe something that covers a broad range of items, like an umbrella term. However, umbrella is more commonly used to signify protection or inclusion under a literal or figurative umbrella, rather than the broad scope implied by overarching. Meaning number 2, dominant or prevailing. Here, overarching describes something that is dominant or has a major influence over other elements. Okay, and here's this dynasty picture, and this is an overarching thing or concept here. Okay, there are octagons, or like kind of in that direction of islands. Some of them are interconnected, and many different buildings that may be some houses. And there is this palace of this dynasty, and many rivers and mountains. But this is all is under an overarching thing. Okay, examples in programming. In user interface design, the overarching principle of user-first design dominates all decisions, include ensuring that usability is prioritized. In coding standards, an overarching rule might dictate the formatting and style of code across multiple projects to maintain consistency. In technology strategy, an overarching trend like the shift towards cloud computing influences company strategies and product development. Examples in real life. Cultural influence. In fashion, an overarching trend might dictate the styles and colors that become popular in a given season. Work environment. An overarching policy at a workplace could establish the company culture, affecting everything from dress code to work hours, personal goals, and overarching ambition like achieving personal wellness might guide someone's daily activities and long-term plans. Synonyms: predominant. Both predominant and overarching describe something that is the most common or influential. However, predominant often focuses on being the most widespread or prevalent, while overarching conveys a sense of covering or influencing a wide range. Preeminent. One second, both predominant and preeminent. Similar to overarching, preeminent describes something that is superior or outstanding. I like this word superior. Let's save it too. Or outstanding. However, preeminent focuses more on excellence and being the best in a specific field rather than the broad influence or coverage implied by overarching. I would like to save this word too. Okay, so those were 3 words that we've discussed today, and I went through slapdash, jumbled, and overarching. This is it. See you sometime.